the OnlyMaker platform boots, why I think they should be on your list of must-have shoes. Why hello there, and the warmest of welcomes to today's video. For those of you who haven't seen my face before, hi, I'm Nick, glad to have you here. Those of you who have seen my face before, thank you so much for joining me again. I hope you're enjoying my videos. I put out videos roughly 3 times a week on a range of different topics, anywhere from fashion to some slightly more personal topics. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, then please do head down, hit subscribe, turn on the notification bell. I love to chat with you all. I'm all about living life loud, and what that means to me is being your authentic self, being proud to be you, and just celebrating who you are as an individual. I think that is the most important thing that you can do, backing yourself and backing one another in life. So what am I going to talk to you about today? I'm going to talk to you about the OnlyMaker platform boots, and would I recommend them? Why did I buy mine? What do I think of them? How could you wear them? You know, all of that good stuff. This won't be a particularly long review. I just want to give you a little bit of an overview as to why I think these are either a really great shoe or a not so great shoe. So let me just demonstrate with one. This is the OnlyMaker platform boot, and OnlyMaker is a fabulous shoe company. I know that they sell a huge amount in the States, and they make an incredibly diverse range of shoes, inclusive of everybody. That is the whole premise of this brand, is that they make inclusive shoes, same designs across the board in an inclusive range of sizes, which is fabulous. And they have a really wonderful following of loyal customers who love their shoes and love their brand. I personally own 3 pairs of OnlyMaker shoes. I own these platforms, I own a pair of platform pumps, and I also own a pair of court shoes, or 120mm pumps. So, in terms of this shoe, this is a 160mm heel, and I believe that this is a 3cm concealed platform that you can see here. Now, this shoe I find to be incredibly comfortable. It's a very sexy shoe, but it's a very comfortable shoe because although it is high, it still has a relatively thick heel for a stiletto. It has the concealed platform, which reduces the amount that you are walking on. So you're probably walking on about 3.5 inches of a heel, opposed to the full 6.5, which would be basically impossible. And it's fastened to your foot, which makes sure that the foot stays secure in the shoe, keeps it all in place, so when you're walking, you're not worried about your foot slipping, your foot falling out the back of the shoe, which allows you to walk with confidence. And I personally find a shoe that you feel self-conscious in, you don't feel as confident in, therefore you tend to see a little bit of that kind of teeter-totter, which is a much less comfortable way to walk than in a shoe like this, where you're able to get into your normal stride, so you can walk with confidence. And also it makes the shoe, it makes the whole look feel better when you can feel confident in them. So these are a really great shoe. I've worn these a number of times. I've worn them for distance as well. These aren't a shoe that I've put on and walked for 20 steps and taken them off. I have worn these for substantial distances, walking in them, and I find them to be incredibly comfortable. I don't believe that they are leather. I think it's a faux leather. However, it molds really nicely to your foot, and it has this kind of microfiber lining on the inside, which is really lovely. I like the fact that they're a zip, which makes them very easy to get on and off. The only thing that you do have to be a little bit conscious of is if you're trying to put them on whilst you're stood up, as soon as you put one on, suddenly you're kind of 7 inches of imbalance in terms of getting the other one on. So I would recommend trying to put them on when you're sat down. But they're a really fabulous shoe. I bought mine in the black leather look because I really liked the thought of them merging with a pair of black jeans or a pair of black trousers to give that continuous look. Would I buy the black leather again, or the black faux leather, the black leather look? Absolutely, I would. I think these are excellent. Very easy to maintain. You can just polish out any scuffs that you find, and I find them to be incredibly comfortable. Would I also buy a pair of black suede? Absolutely, I would. And I'm definitely looking at buying a pair of these in the black suede because the height works really well for me. I am tall anyway, I'm already 6'2", so I become 6'9"-ish when I wear these, but that's okay, I kind of enjoy that. But I think that the black suede is a little bit more versatile than the black faux leather. And I'm saying suede, faux suede, you know what I mean. Suede look. So these I find to be a really great item. Now I appreciate that platforms are not for everyone because they can be very hard to walk in. Although I find them comfortable and I personally find them easy to walk in, that is not the same for everybody and everybody's feet are different. So therefore, because I find them to be a certain way doesn't mean that you will. Also, platforms probably aren't as popular a style as they once were, maybe in the early 2010s. You used to see a huge number of designers doing these. So Louboutin, Giuseppe Zanotti, you used to be able to buy, Gucci did a big platform. So there was a lot of platform hype at one point in time. That has since diminished, and the taller high heels, even the tallest court shoes, are no longer as popular as they once were. The 120mm isn't as popular a style. The platform isn't as popular a style, which is unfortunate because all of my heels are basically 120mm or platform. So clearly I'm not a style guru when it comes to this. However, I personally love a platform, and it's all about loving what you wear and what works for your wardrobe. Now, ways that you could potentially style these. I love these with a black trouser, whether that be a black jean or a different black trouser, and that disappears into the boot, and then it creates a continuous look. I think that's a fabulous way to wear these with a very simple outfit around it, because although these are just a black leather look, the height of them makes them very noticeable and is very, very eye-catching in a way that a shoe that was black leather that was slightly lower wouldn't be quite as eye-catching. So that is something to note with platform heels. So the characteristic of it being so high is the eye-catching bit. The design doesn't necessarily have to be. However, if you want a show-stopping pair that happen to be really high and really elaborate, go off. Do what you want to do. Another way that I really like to wear these in a slightly more casual way is with a pair of combat trousers. I have a great pair of super dry combat trousers, and I absolutely love wearing these with those. I think that it's super casual. You just throw a jacket on over the top. I've worn these, the super dry trousers with a jumper and a puffer jacket over the top, and they're great. They have a much more casual feel to them, and it gives the outfit a different dimension than, for example, trying to put a pair of black skinny jeans into them, because that is when you're trying to create a slightly sleeker silhouette, whereas with the combat trousers, trying to edge them up a bit and make them feel maybe a little bit more youthful and a little bit less formal. So that's one way to wear these as well. Alternatively, if you don't like the look of them and you want to hide them, but you are someone who likes to wear long trousers or bell bottoms or wide leg trousers, whatever that may be, and you simply need the height, that's where these can be great as well. If you're happy for just maybe the bottom of the shoe, the bottom of the platform, and the back of the heel to be shown, then you could wear these and simply use them for the height. So you don't have to wear them in order to show the whole shoe. And if you do just want them for height, I would recommend the boot over the pump or the platform, open foot platform, because these are more stable and they're easy to walk in, and because they're fastened to your foot, you slip less. Makes you more confident when you walk and you're less concerned of slipping. So I would personally always recommend a boot over a open shoe if you are looking to just use them solely for height, but the shoe itself is going to be concealed. So in terms of price point and sizing, I believe these cost me between £40 and £50. I can't quite remember. I think on the website there's something like $65. And then add shipping on, dependent on where you are. Of course, if you're based in the US, the shipping will be different to if you're based in the UK like myself. Something to note, if you find things in the clearance, I noticed that they only were shipping to the US for their clearance items. So if you don't live in the US, I believe you have to buy from their full price ranges. But you can also buy these on Amazon Prime. So I bought these via Amazon Prime, next day delivery. The styles differ as to what's available on Prime, but I just take a look and see what was available at the time and go for ordering of those. Really, really love them. I would say that are they true to size? I'm usually somewhere between a 9 and a 10. I bought these in a 10, which is fine because they're a boot and they've got a tiny bit of give in them. I bought my open foot platforms in a 10 as well, and they're too big. So I would recommend going for the slightly if you're between a size, go to the lower end of the size rather than above. You can always stretch a shoe, and these will stretch a little bit as well. So if they're already slightly too big, you're done for. So I can't really wear my OnlyMaker platform pumps because they're too big to begin with. They will stretch further. I will fall over in them. So I don't wear those. I only wear the boots and my 120 millimeters. But do I recommend them? Wholeheartedly, I recommend them. Think about how you style them, but I think they can look really, really sophisticated. They can look really cool. Just a great pair of shoes. If you're thinking about platforms, but you don't want to invest in a designer pair, go for a pair like this. You still get the look. They're very comfortable. They're well made. Like these very, very much. Like I said, there will be another pair in my future. There will be multiple pairs of OnlyMakers in my future as well. I will buy another pair of the boots, but I will be buying more of their shoe styles as well because I think they are wonderful. Very, very happy. A great shoe brand. Cannot recommend enough. OnlyMaker. So there we have it, everyone. That's what I think of my OnlyMaker 160mm 6.5-inch platform boots. Let me know what you think of them. Are you a platform fan? Do you think the platforms have had their day? Anyway, thank you so much as always for watching, and I look forward to seeing my next video. Take care, everyone. Bye now. Mwah.